The biggest mistake that employees make isn't what they do, it's what they say when HR starts asking questions. Here are 10 things never to say to HR. Number one, the person who complained about me is lying. The last thing that you want to do is attack the accuser. Makes you look mean. It makes you look like a jerk. It makes you look defensive. It makes you look avoidant. You should focus on providing documentation and facts that support your innocence, not attacking the accuser. If you do that, you will look guilty and you will lose credibility. Number two, I was just joking. Well, it really doesn't matter if you were just joking. What matters is the impact that what you said had on the person who's complaining. Okay? Good intentions are not enough, or the lack of bad intentions is not enough. It's the impact of your words. So don't say you were just joking. It minimizes the harm that the complainer is experiencing. And it makes you look like you don't appreciate the import that your words had. So never say you're just joking. Number three, everybody else does it. Well, that may be true. Maybe everyone else does it, but you're the one that they're investigating. You're the one that they're talking to. And simply because everyone else does it doesn't mean that you can or should do it. And it's not going to lead HR to exonerate you. You could still be guilty, and so could everybody else. But you're the one under investigation, and you're the one they'll find responsible. Number four, I'm sorry. Never say that you're sorry. That's the equivalent of admitting guilt, of acknowledging that you did something wrong. And so many people, particularly people who are innocent, say that because they feel bad or they're trying to show that they want to be cooperative. No, you've just given HR ammunition to find you at fault for whatever you're being investigated for. So don't say you're sorry. If you do, you will, in fact, be sorry. Number five, this is ridiculous. Now, I understand that sometimes people make false allegations or utterly absurd allegations that you have to answer for. But by saying this is ridiculous, you're minimizing the importance of the investigation, you're being dismissive, you're appearing defensive and angry. And remember, a lot of this is about perception. So even though it is ridiculous, treat it seriously. Be factual. Have your evidence in order. If you say that, then once again, the perception is going to turn against you. Number six, not sure if I want to stay at this job. Oh, you should not say that. If you say that, you are going to get a one-way ticket to termination. HR is going to note you don't want to work for this company. And they don't want people who don't want to work there and who are not loyal, because that presents risk to them, and that's the last thing that they want. Don't tell them you don't want to work there. If you do, you will soon not be working there. Number seven, I didn't think it mattered. Once again, you didn't think it mattered, but it's not about you. You know, so many people think, well, my intent was good or my intent wasn't bad. It may not have mattered to you, but it may have mattered to the person you said it to. And that's the whole point. So don't make it about you. Acknowledge that there may have been a negative impact and commit to growth and improvement, and that will enhance your credibility and you'll be perceived much better than you would if you flippantly say, I didn't think it mattered. Well, often things matter that you don't think do. Number eight, I was trying to help. Well, in many situations, we're trying to help, but it leads to a terrible outcome. Now, what do you think HR is thinking about? Do they think that you were trying to help? No, they think about the ultimate outcome, the harm that was caused. Okay? So good intentions are fine, but good results are far more important. and don't think your good intentions are going to save you. Number 9, this is a big one. I think I'm going to hire a lawyer and sue. Well, you've just sealed your fate, because HR exists not to protect employees, but to protect the company. And one of their primary goals is to avoid liability, to manage and minimize risk. So if you come out and say you're going to hire a lawyer and sue, guess what? You become a target because you are high risk. You are high risk for filing a lawsuit, and therefore they're not going to want you around. So even if you're technically correct in an investigation, you just might find out that they find you at fault. Why? Because the risk of a lawsuit and of exposure matters more than anything else. If you say those words, you'll also get a one-way ticket to termination. Number 10, nobody trusts HR. Now, I understand that most people do not trust HR, and for good reason. But if you're in an investigation and you say that, you're essentially insulting and demeaning the very people investigating you and who have the power to make decisions regarding your future. You don't want to insult the decision maker, and that's exactly what that statement does. So, to review, 10 things never to say to HR. The person who complained about me is lying. I was just joking. Everybody else does it. I'm sorry. This is ridiculous. I'm not sure if I want to stay here. I didn't think that mattered. I was trying to help. Nobody trusts HR. Eliminate those phrases. Never, ever say them to HR. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please hit that like and subscribe button. We'll see you soon.